This is the 1 month overview for AMC throughout the month of July 2022. It's currently July 1st, 2022, 4:01 p.m. So the overall theme and behavior for AMC is going to be sideways fluidity along a support level, so equal amounts of bulls and bears moving sideways. There's going to be multiple failed attempts to break through a key resistance level. And it looks like we have a decline into the middle of the month, and then we have a high at the end of the month. Behavior around the month's high is it's going to be selling near overbought territory on RSI. So relative to other, to what the RSI behavior is for AMC specifically, we should see selling when we get near overbought territory. And it looks like it's one main high, and we don't revisit it again within the time frame of July. As a matter of fact, it looks like the high may be early in the month, and we decline from there. We'll look closer at it. That's the main trade opportunity around the high when we get near overbought territory. Out of the low, we're going to see sudden moves higher, big moves, either from grossly oversold territory or to fill a gap, like there was a gap down and we're looking to fill it. And it looks like we have a bottom, two prominent bottoms like that. Where are they? Looks like the 21st, the 20th and the 21st. Early on the 20th, there's a low. Late on the 21st, there's a low. It looks like on the 5th, there's also a notable low, but then it gets lower on the 7th. And then we revisit that possibly again on the 8th. Alright, so on the first, we have notable decline, one local low. So what I mean by local is if you're looking at a one-day chart of the first, you're going to see one local low, or one prominent low stand out, and it'll happen when there's a sudden dip within a period of sideways rotation. We also have a correlation to sideways fluidity here, so we should see some of that happening. Makes sense with the sudden dip within a period like that. On the 5th, we have a prominent decline on a 1 month chart, a decline to a month's trough, an important trough here. It looks like there's 3 local lows on the 1 day chart for the 5th, 2 local highs, and a swing trade opportunity. Okay, so there's a reversal, notable reversal on a 1 day chart at one of the highs, and at the other high, we should see volume kind of peter out and we move sideways along resistance. The local lows, there's one local low, a sudden dip within a period of volatility. Another local low happens when we have a decline that increases with the momentum moving into the low. And then we have another local low that's a sudden dip within a period of sideways rotation. This trade opportunity happens in the involving a big move to the upside from the bottom of a range to the top of a range out of a decline. Looks like we may have a crest early on the 6th. And then from that crest we decline further with consecutively lower spikes on the way down. Decline continues through the 7th, and then we have a male leader highlighted on the 8th. On the 11th, we have on a 1 month chart, we'll see a prominent move higher on the 11th. Another big move to the upside on the 12th. Looks like there's a cash out opportunity at a high here on the 11th. Lot of price movement on the 7th too. I left that out. One local low on the 12th forms when we have a decline that increases with momentum moving into the low. And then we have further a flight to safety on the 13th, revisiting a past problem. There's one local low, a sudden dip within a period of volatility. We attempt to establish support on the 14th, and we move sideways, fluctuating sideways along support with equal amount of bulls and bears going into moving through the day. We have a prominent crest here on the 15th early in the day, and a notable decline, a sharp decline there. It may not be a crest, it may be a gap up early in the day, like from the 14th into the 15th, but there's a sharp decline from that high there. Notable decline. So we have a notable decline in first week. Looks like a notable decline moving into the second week. Possible gap down on the 18th, but we have a fast sudden move higher on the 18th. One local high, which is a prominent reversal. It'll be a prominent reversal on a one-day chart, and there's a swing trade opportunity in there as well, involving a move out of a decline, a move out of a decline, moving higher for all the way from a bottom of a range to the top of a range. On the 19th, we have a local low and a prominent trough or low for the month. Looks like at the end of the day or early on the 20th. We have three pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp decline to reach a low that takes place when we have a sudden dip within a period of volatility. That's all on the 19th. To reach a trough, looks like on the 20th here, or late on the 19th, early on the 20th, there's a prominent trough bottom here. And we have one local low on the 20th that forms from a decline that increases with momentum moving into the low. And then we have another prominent trough, it looks like at the end of the 21st or early on the 22nd. On the 21st, we have sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend that precedes a rally. There's three local lows and a swing trade opportunity and one local high. The one local high forms where we have volume kind of peter out and we meet resistance and move sideways. The local lows, one forms when we have a sudden dip within a period of volatility. Another one is just a notable drop on a one-day chart into the low, and then another one will be a decline that increases with momentum as we move forward into the low. And it looks like at the end of the day on the 21st or early on the 22nd is that low. The 22nd, we have a crest, a prominent crest or high that forms, and two local highs, one local low, and a swing trade opportunity. So the local low forms at an important support level. That's an opportunity, a trade opportunity, obviously, but a really good one. Juicy, looks like probably at the beginning of the day. And then we have, for the local highs, we have a sudden, one local high forms when we have the break in a rally due to a sharp decline through an important support level. There may be like a piece of, there may be like a stall in negotiations of some kind, something like that happening that makes the rally stall. And this is on a one-day chart we're looking. And then the other trade opportunity, or the other high, local high forms at a price level that we don't revisit within the time frame of that day, the 22nd. The trade opportunity involves selling from overbought territory on the RSI. And it looks like that's likely the low for the month there on like the 20th, 21st. It looks like we probably hit it twice, on the 20th and then on the 21st, 22nd there. Well, it might be the 19th. We have hit it on like the 19th, 20th, and again on the 20th, 21st, 22nd. And then it looks like On the 25th, we have a move higher through resistance. We don't stay there for long. We fully retrace that move. That moved us up through resistance. We fully retrace that move back down through the same price level to where we started. There's a swing trade opportunity and a local high on the 26th. A local high, it forms when we have the halting of a rally that went along a diagonal trend line, broke through horizontal resistance, met a second resistance, and then we have halting there with a sharp decline through an important support level. The trade opportunity happens near overbought territory on RSI. On the 27th, we meet an important resistance level and a crest or high for the month. Another prominent crest or high for the month. And we hit that resistance level, and then we break down with increasing volatility on the way down. There's two local highs that form one local low and a swing trade opportunity. Sorry guys, my throat, my God. Doing too many recordings, I think. Alright, so one of those local highs forms when we have a halting of a rally, and this is on the 27th, when we have a halting of a rally marked by a sharp decline through an important support level, and another of the local highs forms at a price level that we don't revisit within the time frame of the 27th, and then the local low forms when we have a sudden dip within a period of sideways rotation, swing trade opportunity near overbought territory on the RSI. On the 28th, we have a notable move higher. There's one local low and a swing trade opportunity. The local low forms when we have a sudden dip within a period of volatility, and the swing trade opportunity takes place when we have a decline due to multiple headwinds. On the 29th, we have sideways rotation along a support level, an important support level that increases with momentum and bullish sentiment as we move forward in the day. There's a swing trade opportunity there involving Congress or maybe a executive of AMC. And then we have, for the following month, we have sideways fluctuations, three crisscrosses, I should say, through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. So it's like a cross up, a cross down, a cross back up, kind of confirming a bullish trend. Doesn't always it's not always like a real bullish trend, but it'll confirm one. Whether or not it becomes one is a different story, if that makes sense to you guys. In any case, that's AMC for July 2022. Hit that like button if you want to see more AMC. I thank you so much for watching, my friends. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. That's the best way to say thank you to us. And most importantly, when you make that money, pay it forward, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.